Festivals of Diwali and Dashera are celebrated every year across the country of India, and they usually involve firecrackers. There's also crop burning in the farmlands of Punjab and Haryana in the northern parts of India, and all of that smoke starts moving into the city. Add to that factory emissions, factory emissions, development, widespread urbanization, and we have a literal gas chamber. For the last decade or so, in the months of October and November, New Delhi is enveloped in a mantle of smoke and haze. I used to teach in a school a few years ago, and I remember my teenage students coughing, sniffing, eyes red, watering, respiratory problems, bronchial problems. It was heartbreaking. While they were trying to do school, they were struggling. Now the government has to declare stay-at-home schooling in those months. Self-care, then, looks like recovering other parts of Diwali. Dressing up, eating, feeding, making floral patterns called rangoli, and laughing and playing cards all night long. My story starts in New Delhi, where I grew up, but has come to fruition in York, a city I visited in 2018 as a tourist and fell in love with. I feel thankful to it for so many things, one of them being learning self-care. The town-like vibe, the community that I have built, the quietness, the slower pace of life, all have enabled me to develop my personal brand of activism that I call self-care. The climate crisis has become more and more real in the world, but a lot more within me. There are visuals and actions in my mind that feel directly connected to the planet. Bursting crackers is one, going vegetarian is another. As a 10-year-old, I would have thoughts about the animal, a living, breathing creature who feels pain when it is killed. I had to anthropomorphize in order to make myself realize that I was committing murder. There is evidence to understand that meat production generates emissions, the highest coming from beef, then coffee and chocolate. I've slipped often and enjoyed delicious meat curries and biryani. It's also a requirement for my protein intake, and self-care becomes severely challenged when, during physical fitness or exercise, I have to face aches and pains in my body, usually because of mineral deficiencies that cannot be satisfied without meat. I'm still figuring it out. A third form of self-care that I am practicing is minimalism. I swap old clothes for new ones as a part of the university's Swap Don't Shop drive. I buy secondhand from charity stores, and I donate whatever I can. I shop from big stores only once a year, and I try to live out a pair of shoes until they cannot be worn at all. Basically, I try not to buy so that I don't have to throw. I'm also trying waste management. I segregate general waste from recycling. I take the trip to Recycle York when I can, and I ask for help when I am unsure. I learned to do this after observing a friend who's also become my flatmate and who I get to do it with. An old folk tale of King Akbar and his trusted and clever minister Birbal comes to mind. King Akbar relies on Birbal for counsel, and Birbal is always ready with wit and humor. So, to tease and challenge Birbal, Akbar decides to ask him to find 6 foolish men in the world. One of these foolish men feels a lot like me. Birbal meets him on his nightly walk around the palace courtyard. The man is searching for something under the light. On inquiring, the man shares that he has lost his wedding ring. somewhere there in the dark thicket. But visibility is poor, so he's searching for it here. Sometimes I experience this same existential feeling that I just abandoned what I could have changed, that I found an easier path. Is what I'm doing enough? Have I abandoned my city, my birthplace, my roots just because it's easier here? I cannot change how I lived my 20s, and I could keep bringing myself down about it. But then I will lose one crucial aspect of self-care: kindness. Is it easier to do something when everybody is engaged and committed to it? Yes, it is. Friends get so much credit for where I am right now, for mirroring the same compassion. Looking out for myself is the same as looking out for the planet. I am it is me. As my father says, I am a child of the earth, and I hope this child can stay with me wherever I call home. Thank you.